Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching us today. My name is Rich Tarani. Coming to you from San Jose, where on our program is Mark Pierce, the VP of Business Development and Sales at GoldMail. Hello, Mark.
Hey, how's it going, Rich?
It's going really well, so thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, our pleasure.
How far are we from your corporate HQ right now?
Corporate HQ, about 25 minutes, downtown San Francisco.
Oh, okay, great. Well, thanks for making the trip out here, and I was hoping you'd share with us a little bit about what your company's doing.
You bet. At GoldMail, we're really focused around bringing content to life with either audio or MP3 files. So really, today, if you think about how we communicate in a face-to-face meeting, I always use my words to complement my content. However, online, when we're communicating with our content or interfacing with our content, we're typically just sending it along and letting people interpret it themselves. So at GoldMail, we're giving people a really easy way to upload that content and narrate on top of it to tell their own story, and then share it how they're already sharing information online, which is emailing, through social media, embedding that on their website, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a really easy way to interface with your content, add audio, add an MP3 file to add that personalization and high impact. So when you're communicating with prospects, colleagues, customers, they know what you're saying instead of just trying to interpret your story with content.
So we'll take that example because you're talking about a business-to-business example, which is a good one. I'm curious, how as a corporation, if I'm trying to communicate with you via email, could I use your services to better communicate? Yeah,
well, I'll just give you the example of how our customers are doing it.
Okay.
So today, salespeople, for example, are trying to get meetings and they're frustrated because they're sending email along, and I don't know if you're interpreting my story, if you've even read my email.
Okay.
So our customers send a GoldMail to give a 2-minute introduction to my my goods or my services to tell the story. So now I know with the reporting and tracking on my end that you've received my information and that you've completely understood it, because now I'm telling my story instead of just attaching a PDF document, attaching a PowerPoint presentation.
And who produces that story?
The end user. So it's really easy to just grab your content, do a quick narration, and then it automatically creates what we call a GoldMail. And it's just a link or a hyperlinked image that I would then forward on to you. You view it on your own time, and I, as the sender, have the reporting and tracking to know that you've heard my message.
Now, and it's a single image. Now, once I click on it, can it be like a PowerPoint?
Yeah, that's typically what it is.
Okay.
Number one application is PowerPoint. So it's a talking slideshow. On your end, you view it, you click my GoldMail link, and you're hearing my voice on top of each PowerPoint slide. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So it's really taking the communication to the next level, which is exactly what you said. But now you've explained it, and this. To put this in context, in the real world, when you have a complex product to sell,
yep.
Now again, I'm limiting this to business, not consumer, but if you have a complex product to sell, you'd probably want to use one of these, because now you have the ability to make sure that the user has opened it and seen
sure.
it, and right, you can see what slide they may have stopped watching, for example, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the applications are really wide. So managers use it to communicate with teams that are geographically dispersed. Hard to reach that person in Singapore when you're in New York. So you send a GoldMail, they're up to speed on what your team's working on, that team project.
Sure.
At the consumer level, our applications are really wide. You know, real estate agents, they have all these photos on their desktop. Easy way to now upload that into GoldMail, narrate it. A business person, upload PowerPoint, narrate over it. The direct selling industry, they're selling not only the business opportunity, but all these wonderful products. Now they can explain it with the passion of their voice to convey what they're really the opportunity is.
Now, there are companies out there that are doing some of this, like some are high-end, like a Camtasia,
yeah,
just very sophisticated. How would you, but they don't get involved in the sending side or the hosting side primarily, they
sure.
create. How do you compete against them and others in the industry?
It's funny, we actually use Camtasia for some of our own demoing. So that's desktop creation. Very sophisticated stuff.
Okay, so you obviously don't hate them.
We don't hate them. They have a great product. Yeah,
okay,
GoldMail is really all about taking the content that's already on your desktop,
right,
and giving you a narration tool to turn that into rich media.
Okay.
So it's the ease of use of GoldMail that makes it ubiquitous. That's
so I could just drag and drop some photos into it, or
upload
some PowerPoint.
Anything, PDF documents.
Okay, so and then I could just have the narration saying, okay, this is what I want you to see. Some of our other customers have seen this kind of sales increase, and this is what we can do for you. Give us a call. Thank you.
Yeah, so today, again, I'll use the example. I'm just going to email you a PDF. You're going to just read what you want into it. With GoldMail, I can explain what's in that PDF and relevant to you, and put it in GoldMail with a wrapper of your company's branding and a call to action at the end of that.
Sure.
So I'm taking my content, I'm personalizing it to tell my own story, and then I have the reporting and tracking to make business decisions.
And I can drag these objects and just post them on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter, and right, I can do that as well. So that's where the social media comes in.
Exactly. So however I'm communicating online today, I take that one GoldMail. Say I'm a small business. I want to tell my story and let the world know. I tell a 2-minute story in GoldMail using PowerPoint. I upload to Facebook. I send it on Twitter.
YouTube.
Well, YouTube doesn't convert into a video file. So
Right,
GoldMail
right.
will have its own kind of place to post GoldMail. So
Okay.
you can post it, the embed code on your website. So you can really tell your own story, but control it. So if it's just a one-to-one message, I'm just going to email you, Rich. If I want to tell the world, I'm going to put it on social media. So you really control, but it's just taking that content, turning it into rich media, and then saying, here's my different applications.
So it's almost cloud-based presentation. I mean, so it's a cloud-based presentation
Yeah.
with the ability to, with rudimentary ways of, well, I guess you've got some analytics on the back end too. So cloud-based analytics. So it's really a interesting way to boost marketing for companies.
Marketing, you can speed up management projects because, again,
Sure.
geographically based teams, it is anything I need to update people on in an on-demand fashion. You're going to consume that when it's good time for you. That's good for me because now you're going to take the 2 minutes, view my information, have not only the content, but have my voice to really explain what's going on with that content.
Well, it's very exciting. Good luck,
Thank
and
you.
I think you've got a really cool niche, and I'd like to see you do well. I mean, I think it's something that lots of companies should try. Is there a free demo or something?
Yeah, there's actually a free version. We have a freemium model,
Okay.
so you can have you can use it unlimited basis, or you can try a free version which has a 3-minute recording time, and then there's you can upgrade from there to our paid version that offers some of the branding and analytics and that sort of thing.
Okay, very cool. Thanks for being on the program.
Our pleasure. Take care.